Hello everybody. Now, before you have a look at the actual video, there's a couple of things I want to mention, and there's one thing in particular that you need to know about the video itself. But firstly, I want to say thank you to Randy for sending me these lovely stickers, a nice selection of stickers as well, as it happens. He also sent me a nice covering letter saying that, amongst other things, I hope that we can get together one day and do some metal detecting. Well, that would be wonderful. But unfortunately, Randy lives in West Virginia in America. So, although it would be really nice to get together and do some metal detecting, I can't see it happening anytime soon, Randy. But it's a nice thought. But thank you anyway for sending me the letter and those lovely stickers. I do appreciate it, my friend. The next thing is, I want to show you this that Graham Rushton from Unearthed UK Limited sent me, which is obviously a very nice coin holder. It's got a perspex front that slides out so you can get the coins in and out quite easily. It holds a lot of coins, as you can see. I don't know how much they cost, but knowing Graham, they'll be very reasonably priced. So pop over to Unearthed UK Limited, have a look at stuff that he's got on his website. He's got some nice stuff. And he does do some good deals on various metal detectors and accessories, that kind of thing. So thank you very much, Graham, for sending me this. I do appreciate it, and I think that it's absolutely wonderful. I've just put a random selection of coins in it. It's got a Roman coin in it there that usually sits on the shelf just there in a frame. But I've put the Roman coin in here because the coin that I wanted to put into the frame, I couldn't get in it because it's too big. So I've put that coin in the frame that the Roman coin is usually in, and it's this one here. And as you can see, it's absolutely huge. It's the biggest hammered coin I've ever seen in my life. I mean, if I put my hand at the side of it, or 2 fingers or 3 fingers, you'll see how big it actually is. It's a Charles I horse and rider from about 1630-ish. Anyway, that's that. Now, the permission that you're going to see Alan and myself on, we didn't know anything about it at all because Alan got the permission through someone at work. I've had a look at it on the Google side-by-side maps, obviously before we went, but you can't tell anything from those maps really, apart from the age. There's no contours on it, so you can't see how high up it is or anything like that. But it became quite apparent that when we got there, it was an old slag heap or a spoil heap from the old mining days, coal mining days. Now, on hearing that, a lot of metal detectors would have said, I'm not going on there, be a load of rubbish. But you've got to think out of the box. What you've got to think to yourself is that when they landscaped it and turned it into nice pasture land so that the sheep could graze on it, where did all the topsoil come from? About 10 to 12 inches of topsoil, thousands and thousands of tons of it. It's probably come from agricultural land in the area. So you've got to think to yourself, what is in that topsoil, or what could be in it, that they brought to put on the old spoil heaps? That was my way of thinking anyway, and it paid off. So have a look at the video and see what you think. Good morning everybody, and thank you for joining me again. Now, my friend Alan and myself have driven about 50 miles today to this new permission. As you can see, it's quite high up. You could be forgiven for thinking that we're in the Peak District, but we're not. We're in West Yorkshire, somewhere. And it's absolutely Baltic. Anyway, don't know anything about this permission. I can't find anything on the maps of any historical significance, so we'll just have to play it by ear and hope that we find something. Right then, let's crack on, and I'll catch you on the first decent signal that I get. Right then everybody, well, I've only been at it about 5 minutes. and got the first target just here. And what a coincidence, it's a little lead weight, or well, it's something made out of lead anyway. It might have a hole through it, so I suppose it could be a bird net weight or something like that. But it's a nice first find because, as you know, I do love my lead artifacts. Right, we'll put that into the bag and we'll get a bit further. Right then, the next target, only about 6 foot away from the lead weight that I've just found, and we've got a musket ball, which is quite flat on one side, so it's it's probably hit something, I don't know what. But it's another nice little find. Right, into the bag with it and we'll move on. Right then everybody, I think we've got the first coin of the day down here. Just there, my friends. It's about 8 inches deep, came up at about 68, 69 on the Technetics, and it's just here. I don't think it's anything to shout about. I think we might be talking coin of nothingness. I might get something off one side. Oh, in fact, I can see Britannia on that side. Judging by the colour of it, it could be Victoria, but I'm not holding my breath for anything on the other side. Right then, I'll just let you have a quick look at that before I fill the hole in. And there it is, my friends. One side coin of nothingness and the other side Britannia. Right, into the boxy thing with it and best foot forward. Right then, we've got another lead artifact just here. Seems to be a bit of a favourite in this area. I thought it was a stone at first, but I ran the pinpointer over it and it's lead. Square, heavy, made out of lead. That's about as much as I can tell you. I haven't got the faintest idea what it was or what it was used for, but it's obviously been made for something. Right, into the boxy thing with it and we'll see if we can find some more lead. Right then everybody, well, I'm still on the top of the hill. The wind's getting even stronger. Ah well, there you go. Anyway, I've got another target down here. It's about 8 inches deep, possibly going on 9. We've got a coin still in the clod just here, my friends. It looks like an old penny. I think I can just about make out Britannia once again. It's quite a large penny. Could be, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, the wind's that strong, my eyes are streaming so much I can hardly see a thing. Anyway, it's another nice find, and that's all I'm bothered about. I mean, I could be wrong, but the bust on it looks very large. Anyway, I'll let you have a look before I pop it away. And there it is, my friends. Quite a large coin. There you go. Right, into the box with it, and I think I'll go for a drink. Right then, now I've come a little bit lower down. I'm just trying to keep out of the wind a bit. Not with much success actually, but anyway, not to worry. Got another target down here. Came up at 71, 72 on the Technetics, and I think we've got yet another coin. Looks like another large penny. Looks about the same size as the last one I found actually, and this one is definitely King George. In fact, I suspect that the last one was also King George. I will say one thing, the soil around here seems to be a lot kinder to coins than where I normally go. Well, apart from the earlier coin that I dug up, which had got nothing on one side at all. But anyway, another nice find. Not very old, granted, but I'm not bothered. Right, into the boxy thing with it, fill the hole in, check it, and we'll go in that direction over there, my friends. Right then, we've got another target down here. It was only about 5, maybe 6 inches deep. It's just there, my friends. It's still in the clod. We've got yet another coin, and I suspect it's another George V. But I'm not bothered. I'll dig these up all day. Anyway, into the boxy thing with it, and we'll see if we can find some more. Right then, another target down here and another coin, and I think this time, well, I don't think, I know, we've got our first bit of silver. But don't get too excited, because I think it's a relatively modern sixpence. It's just there in the clod. Well, I think it's a sixpence anyway. Yeah, I think it's Queen's dad, George VI. Ah, yeah. Anyway, it's a nice little find all the same, and it looks in pretty reasonable condition. Right, I'll just look at that. And there it is, my friends, if you can see it. I can't see anything. Oh dearie me. Right, we'll fill the hole back in and we'll crack on. I see I've got company as well now. I'll just show you the latest coin, my good friends. It was only about 5 inches deep, and it's just, oh, well, I must have turned it off. Anyway, that's all it is. It's a little threepenny bit, and if my eyes aren't deceiving me, I think it's our present Queen. But without my glasses on, I could be wrong. But that's what it is, a little threepenny bit. I do like threepenny bits, they're nice coins. They're a lovely shape. Anyway, oh it is, I can see Queen Elizabeth II. Right, into the boxy thing with it, and best foot forward. Right then, friends, got another target down here, and it's another coin. So we're not doing too bad on the front. Nothing too old, admittedly, but still coin. About 5-6 inches deep, just there, my friends. And it looks like a ship's halfpenny. Well, I've not got a problem with that. I haven't found one of those today, so I'm very happy with it. Ship's halfpenny, the Golden Hind, I believe. Anyway, it's a bit cold on ears. Ooh. Right, into the boxy thing with it, and I think we'll bimble off in that direction over there, my friends. Right, well, these are the finds. Now, that's quite an interesting little find actually, because it's part of the bowl from an old clay pipe. But the interesting thing about it is it's from a very, very tiny bowl. So that will probably be from the 1600s, when tobacco was so expensive they could only afford to smoke it in very, very, very tiny little pipes. So as I said, it's probably from the 1600s, that bit of clay pipe. Aluminium lid from something, another lid from something, tiny little button, not much left of it, decimal 2p piece and a decimal 1p piece. A big old iron buckle, which I haven't bothered trying to clean it up too much because it'll probably just fall to pieces. That is probably a bird net weight, because there's a hole runs right the way through it. I suppose depending on where it came from in the area, it could be a fishing weight. That is another piece of lead. It's just a square piece of lead. Don't know what they were trying to make. Haven't got the faintest idea, but it was obviously being used for something. Don't know what. That is just a piece of old lead that they've made into a square, put a hole through it. So that was probably used for maybe a bird net weight, or it could have even been used for a fishing weight. I don't really know. But another old find. That just there is a musket ball which has been fired. It's hit something, and it might just have hit that coin there, but I'll talk to you about that in a second. So as I say, a musket ball just there. Little button just there, nice little button, could have some age to it, not quite sure, but a nice find all the same. Coin wise, Queen Victoria, nice coin, not in bad condition at all. The date on that one is 1889. As I said, it's not in bad condition at all really. Another Queen Victoria coin, this time a halfpenny, and it's actually the same date as that one. I think it's 1889. As I said, not in bad condition really. Can quite plainly see Britannia on the other side, sat down. Next coin is good old King George V. Once again, not in bad condition. The soil up there on the old slag heap is quite kind to coins, as I said in the video. The date on that one, I believe, is 1916. Now this one is a bit of a puzzle, because on one side you can quite clearly see Britannia. The date on it is 1919, but on that side just there it's got a depression in it, as though it's been hit by something like a musket ball perhaps, because there's a depression there, a concave depression, and on the other side there's a raised depression, and the bust of King George V has been absolutely wiped out. It's almost as though somebody was using it as target practice. I mean, that, if you turn it over that way, that is exactly how you would be looking at the bust of King George, and it's just gone. It's just a raised area, as though it's been hit by something. Possibly that. I don't know. And then moving on, we've got King George VI, Queen's dad, ship's halfpenny, the Golden Hind. And then we've got another lovely little silver coin belonging to George VI. Little sixpence, date on that is 1939. Not a very good year for him, as it happens, was it? Second World War coming on and all that. And then last but not least, Queen Elizabeth II, a nice threepenny bit. So, for an old slag heap that most metal detectors wouldn't have bothered with, not a bad day at all really. Well, I don't think so anyway. Right, just give me a second. Right then, my good friends, well, as you can see, it didn't turn out to be too bad a day on the old spoil heap. As I said, most metal detectors, they wouldn't have even bothered. You've got to think outside the box. Now, my friend Alan, he did just as well as I did. He also found quite a lot of coins. He found a nice child's bracelet, and he also found a very nice silver thimble. Flat as a pancake, granted, but still in one piece, and still a nice silver thimble. Excuse me. So, as I said, it was a good day. There are other places to go on that permission that aren't slag heaps. So we might try one of those next time round. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how it goes, because we have got yet another permission which is even further away, which is just outside York, which sounds quite promising, but that's for another day. Right then, Thank you very much for joining me, my friends. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all the next time round. Take care and bye for now.